For millions of us, the day doesn't really start until that first sip of chai or coffee touches our lips. It feels like liquid motivation, a warm hug for the brain, a silent fuel for the soul. But what if I told you this comforting ritual could be secretly rewiring your brain and hormones? Here's the shocker. Depending on when and how you drink it, that steaming cup might be healing you or slowly harming you. As a doctor, I'm going to break down the real science behind your daily ritual, and by the end, you'll know whether your habit is healing you or hurting you. Let's investigate the truth. First, the cortisol effect. When you wake up, your body naturally floods with cortisol, nature's own caffeine. If you reach for your cup immediately, you're double dosing your brain. Sounds powerful, right? But here's the twist. Long term, it actually flattens your natural rhythm, making you more dependent on caffeine just to feel normal. Imagine burning your car's nitro boost just to start the engine every morning. Eventually, the engine weakens. The smarter move: wait at least 60 to 90 minutes before your first cup. That small delay can reset your body's chemistry and give you both natural energy and caffeine's boost. But what happens if you don't? Let's talk about caffeine, the double-edged sword. Caffeine increases alertness, improves focus, and even boosts metabolism slightly. But too much can raise heart rate, disturb sleep, and trigger anxiety. And here's the kicker, it can even spike your blood pressure. Ever felt your hands tremble after that third cup? That's your body telling you it's crossed the line. For most adults, up to 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine per day is safe. That's about 2 to 3 cups of coffee or 3 to 4 cups of chai. But does chai hit the body differently than coffee? So let's get to chai versus coffee. The calm versus the storm. Chai usually has less caffeine than coffee but contains L-theanine from tea leaves, which calms the brain and balances the buzz. Coffee, by contrast, is like a jet engine. Instant lift, sharp acceleration. That's why chai gives a smoother, sustained alertness, while coffee hits harder and faster. For anxious personalities, chai might be the safer steering wheel. But beware, adding lots of sugar or creamy milk can turn your healthy chai into a calorie bomb. Imagine dressing a monk in a clown suit. The wisdom gets lost. But which one wins for the gut and the heart? That's where it gets even more surprising. Coffee on an empty stomach. Think of pouring acid on bare skin, harsh, irritating, and in some cases, damaging. It ramps up stomach acid and worsens reflux or IBS. But here's the paradox. The same black coffee or sugar-free chai is also loaded with antioxidants that protect your heart and brain. So the real question isn't chai versus coffee, it's chai or coffee versus what you put in them. Add sugar, creamers, or syrups and you cancel out the gift. But the most overlooked danger, it comes hours later in your sleep. Caffeine, the silent sleep killer. Caffeine has a half-life of 6 to 8 hours, which means that your afternoon coffee may still be active in your system at midnight. Poor sleep increases hunger hormones like ghrelin, which push you toward overeating. This is the hidden cycle linking caffeine to weight gain. Think about it, your innocent afternoon latte could be sabotaging your fat loss, your mood, and your hormones while you sleep. If you want true fat loss and hormonal balance, your last cup should ideally be before 2 p.m. So what's the golden formula for drinking without damage? That's the answer you've been waiting for. Your morning chai or coffee isn't bad. It's all about timing, quantity, and what you add to it. Wait 60 to 90 minutes after waking, keep your intake under 3 cups, avoid loading it with sugar, and cut it off in the afternoon. Do this, and your daily ritual can actually sharpen your brain, protect your heart, and energize your day without secretly harming your health. Ignore it, and the same cup could quietly be draining your sleep, your hormones, and even your waistline. So now the question is, tomorrow morning, will you let your cup control you, or will you control your cup? If you learn something new today, hit the like button. It tells me to keep digging deeper into the science behind everyday habits. And drop in the comments, are you team chai or team coffee? I'll be replying to the most interesting takes. And if you want me to expose the truth about green tea versus black tea, that video is coming next. But only if you subscribe so you don't miss it. See you next time. Keep watching MedGroww and take care of yourself.